Welcome back. I haven't been on in a while. I've been taking care of some people in need, and that's just something I've been doing for years. I actually have a close friend that has breast cancer, and they have her on chemo, and I go and check on her once a month. Sometimes I stay a few days, sometimes I stay for a whole week. But while we're there, I try to entertain her, keep her mind off what's going on. But the bad part about this visit, she let me in on, they found out that she has a brain tumor. It's in the lymph nodes on the side of the neck. And they say they don't cut the head open to go in now. They go in through the nostril. All the hospitals in Florida, she doesn't feel very cool or keen about them. And she was a nurse in New York City for many years ago. And she reached out to her own hospital. And they're actually one of the best in the country, one of the best in the world. People come from all over to get that done. So naturally, Big Daddy Murph is probably elected to be the chaperone to take her up there. So they're talking to the counselors to get her MRIs or whatever it is transferred over there to have a look at it. A telemed appointment is October. I don't know when they do the surgery, or if they're going to do the surgery, or what the situation is, but it's just too much for me. I've been dealing with so much, and then this pops up, and it seems like all these other women that I know that are very educated and have met me since my divorce say that I am their guardian angel, because I helped them and their families through many hardships and many problems over the years. Some things worked out well, some didn't, but you know, people are weird. People that come from nothing and you make them a lot of money, they want to keep all the money for themselves. There's nothing you can do about that. You don't have a contract, you got nothing to stand on. So I probably gonna have to see about getting her there, taking care of her, whatever. She's looking for funding and all that other stuff with the hospital and other people or whatever. They have places, it's kind of like the one in Philadelphia for kids for cancer, and the Ronald McDonald House pays for everything. I don't know. I am an adult, but I just don't deal with that part. I'm good at quarterbacking everything and making sure everybody eats, is well fed, well taken care of. They get nice cars and other necessary objects like college paid for with one check. Not very many parents do that, but I did do that. And you know, people appreciate what you do. Some people don't even appreciate what you do. They don't care. So do what you can when you can do it. And if everything changes, then so be it. So don't expect anything in return. Create them, save their lives, and don't worry about getting compensated in any way, because it's not going to happen. So that's going on with her. Today I was going to actually do my first filming outside in a park locally, but it was so hot. They were even saying don't even go out. I didn't even have breakfast till noon, and I had no energy. I was tired and sluggish. I said, I gotta force myself to do some exercise. I didn't go to the gym, but I did go to a bicycle rack that's close by, and I did 250, 300 push-ups, and that made me feel good. And then I went and jumped in the pool at the place where I live. We have a local swimming pool. Much better. I can see better now. This is not grape juice. It's grape drink, but it tastes so good. So I have to hydrate. I didn't even have dinner yet. So thanks for coming back, liking and subscribing. I'm a new channel. I have so much information in my brain that I would love to share with everybody, but I never find enough time to do it. I started this like 2 months ago and I haven't really been keeping up with it. And then you find out things like the Sergey brothers are changing the policy now from 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours to 1,000 subscribers and 8,000 watch hours. So they're doubling it. But meanwhile, in the real system, only 2.5 to 3.2% of the 110 million channels ever make it to getting compensated. So I'm doing this more for just to help people. I'm not expecting to get 8,000 watch hours. Is it possible? Absolutely. If they gave me a stage, a microphone, endless food, and a place to sleep, I could help everybody with every single problem that they have. And I'm not just saying that. And if I have others that could help out at the same time, I would do that. So I was going to do the outside thing. They say the heat index 97, 98 degrees, but the heat index is 103 to 108. Some places 112. I think that was down by Port Charlotte. I'm up in the Tampa region, but all across is way too hot. The West Coast is on fire. They're running out of water. They're all in denial. They all think, oh, well, this is my house. This is where I live. This is my bed. This is my office. I couldn't do my office today. I couldn't do the video in my office today because the sun was blaring in so strong. That front room is hot. So you got to leave your air conditioner on, not to get all over the place with subjects, but these are just things that happen. You have to keep your air conditioner on 75, 76 to keep your house at temperature, because it's not humanly healthy what's going on out there. I feel bad for people that have to work outside. I know what I'm doing because I've done it many, many years, and I enjoy doing the push-ups outside in the heat, and I know how many I can do before I have to stop. I thought it was going to be a problem, but the first 50 weren't that hard. Second 50 weren't that hard. Drink a lot of water, walk around in circles, respond to all these text messages of other people asking me questions, and help them out any way I can while I'm doing my push-ups. Didn't get a really good pump today, but remember what I told you guys. Do your exercises, get started, do your exercises. Like I was telling you about air squats, look, he's all over the place. All you have to do is get down. Do 20 squats, air squats like this, and do a set of 5, do 100, not right away. Do 10 times 10, whatever you can do. And then do simple exercises after that. In about 2 or 3 months, when you know you're ready, join the gym. Because the person that you're going to be helping is yourself. You got to save your own life. Nobody else is going to do it for you. Nobody cares. Everybody is programmed and staring into their iPhones like this. The whole world is like this. I see beautiful couples, married couples with kids in restaurants, and they're staring into their phones. They're not conversing. They're not talking to each other. Well, I'm just voicing my opinion of the things that I see, and hopefully you guys can learn from it and do something positive. Don't let your kids get a phone until they're 12 to 15 years old. Some girl, 18 years old, just sued, I think, Meta and Instagram for $50 million. Got the money, and now she's saying she's still addicted. And now there's other cases coming out where people are suing them. They're addicted because they want to be, because they got nothing better to do. They're looking at lives of people that are synthetic. It's not real. They're not real lives. 2 to 8% live that way. 92% live like me, if they should be lucky enough to live like me. And you get to a certain point in your life where you don't have that deep struggle anymore to make a lot of money and do a lot of things anymore. When your kids grow up and you don't have people to take care of, your needs change. I was an over-aggressive bully, boss, nice to everybody, but always came up with new inventions, new ideas, made lots of money. and had a wonderful, wonderful life. But envious people always get involved in people's lives. Look at Trump. He's attacked from every which way. He's arrested 70 times for things he didn't even do. Common sense, whatever his tax thing was going on in 1998, he got a 20-year tax reprieve. He didn't have to pay taxes 20 years because he had a $2 billion loss. So that was like a lock. And all these other politicians that are against him because they're envious of his success because he thinks like a man and acts like a man and says that what he's going to do, he does it. I'm not political. I'm just stating facts of what I see on the boob tube. The boob tube is only good for children if they're learning something. You got an 8, 9, 10, 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old, astrophysics, they want to go into medical, they want to go into law, they want to go into construction, engineering. Let them watch those videos. Let them understand it. They will blow you away on how intelligent they are. They are astronomically intelligent. I wish I could live my life over again. I wasted 12 years of each of my kids' life sending them to public schools. I would have never sent them to school. They would have learned so much just being with me every day. 3 out of 4 of them kind of followed what I was doing. The easy way to everything is real estate. At my peak, I was only working 22 days a year. And then, the fruits of the labor come to place. Being able to predict markets, watching what's going up when it's coming down. In '05, I predicted that the markets were going to crash in '08 and that bullets were going to go up, copper was going to go up, silver was going to go up, copper was going to go up. And that's exactly what happened. I predicted it 3 years before it actually happened. Not like Michael Berry, who predicted the entire market crash, because that's his business. But my thermometer was real estate. So I would go by the real estate, the thirst of it. And when the banks were just writing, okay, this waitress that makes $38,000 a year can get a $600,000 loan for a house, they were doing that to compensate themselves on the sale of those loans, which they've since tightened that up, but now they laxed a little bit and it's kind of like starting to happen again. But like Berkshire Hathaway says right now, good old Warren says, it's like a casino right now. Everything is way too high. The rich keep on thinking that it's going to continue to go up. The middle class are dropping out. You got to have something that's good, stick with it, stay with it, and just put it in and forget it. I could have bought a lot of different accounts. I did. I couldn't wait more than a year. I was a high-strung guy. Amazon, Meta, I had all of them for a year. They went up 10% and that's it. By now they would have went up millions and millions of dollars. But I had no patience. I had 4 kids, several businesses to run, so I couldn't monitor and run everything at the same time. I did the best I could with the facility that I had, the help that I had, which was very good, and the amount of people I had to take care of. I also took care of a lot of employees and stuff like that. This is actually water, but I have the grape juice in there too. So basically, getting back to your savings, if you have no savings left, you're over 50, you need to start working, you need to start doing something. You're possibly disabled. I would actually get online and start a channel and eat raisins so you have energy while you're describing to the world how you could help them, but they have to be able to help themselves. Don't be shy, don't be sad, don't be happy. Start a channel. You're a physical education teacher. You did it for 18 years, you retired, you're lost, you don't know what you're doing now, you're just cutting grass around the house, building bird houses in the garage. Start a channel. Talk about PE. Talk about that. You were a fireman? Talk about the 20 years that you were a fireman. Get that all down. The more information you can get out to the people out there, the better off you'll be. You can get monetized a lot faster. people that are doing exactly what I'm doing, trying to help the elderly get on with their lives, are making stupendous amounts of money. They're the 3%ers that are actually selling courses, uh, spending time with people, explaining to them how they should get started, what they should do. But you need to get something going. If you were a mechanic, you're disabled now, talk about mechanics. Talk about whatever it is that you were good at. I was into construction. I was an exterminator. Um, I did various jobs. My favorite thing to do was to service people doing construction, exterminating, uh, home inspections. I didn't like people that were successful at one thing. They were jewelers, they worked in the Diamond District, or they were partners. One was a teacher, one was a cop, one was a sanitation, and they had a good $150,000 a year income, which is good for New York back in the 90s. To get them into a house, get yourself into real estate, talk about whatever it is that you were good at. You worked in General Motors plant building cars, that's fine. Talk about that. The more hours you put in feeding the public knowledge of what your subject is. Daddy, this is at my daddy shirt. I have a whole bunch of these. And it wasn't my kids that got me this. It was actually a friend of mine that I helped out tremendously as well. Her kid is going to be an attorney now also. And you need to get yourself in gear, get the camera in front of you, make an investment. I use a iPhone 11 and an iPhone 15, which is what I'm using right now, and a tripod I paid $40-50 for. I have a couple of GoPros. I don't know how to use them, so I still have them in the bag. So if anybody wants to help me with that, that would be wonderful. So start a channel, get yourself in gear, start making money, start saving money, start investing. The stock market is going to correct itself 20 to 50%. Absolutely, positively, it's way overbought. And once that happens, as you see, the real estate is diving now. It's gonna dive down a lot more. There's entire towns in Florida, Arizona, California, New Mexico, where they built little cities and they can't sell the houses. There's no buyers for them. And jobs are going bye-bye, no more jobs. So hopefully when the thing in Hormuz is up and running again, gas will drop, buying and spending will go up as well. Education is bliss. Those that can keep themselves going forward and change, you have to be able to change in life. Like I was in real estate, I started a pressure washing company, I started a consulting company. Now I have several YouTube channels. I have a channel and I just started 2 weeks ago feeding homeless people. So I found a place where I can get some supplies. I get the most of the supplies from Sam's Club, cheaper to do. And it really affected my heart because it's heartbreaking. While I was busy out all these last 35 years looking for houses to buy, fix up and sell, I wasn't looking with blinders, seeing the people that are homeless, having hard times and whatever. And I just took it upon myself in the last 2 years. I've been doing this, feeding people for years. When I first had an exterminating company, I used to make 14 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and eat 4 of them on the way out of the house. My ex-wife used to make them for me, and I would go out and give them to people that were hungry. 99% of them took them well, but during the drug era, 1 or 2 would throw the sandwich back at you. I was just a little bit of something I always did just to help people along, and now I'm doing it big time. The channel is called Roll Helps 26, ROLHELPS 26. I did it in Tampa, Zephyr Hills, St. Pete, Melbourne, Palm Bay, Cocoa Beach already. It's very taxing on the body. It's hard work. And the people that I'm dealing with are reasonably intelligent people that have lost their jobs, lost a husband or a wife, got kicked out of their rents. You see rents now, $1,900 for an apartment of 2 bedrooms. Everything is getting impossible, and people think that everything is going to remain the way it is today. It's not. Everything is going to change. Anything could happen with world politics, world affairs, world wars, oil, gas, all these things could change, and it's going to change your life as you know it has right now. If you're telling me that it hasn't affected you, then you're one of the top 5% that doesn't have to worry. Don't worry about it. But if you can help somebody else, help them. I'm helping my friend Ann. I'm helping homeless people. I'm doing pressure washing for fun, exercise, to keep me alive, to keep me longer. Man, it's hard work. I really enjoyed it the first 2 years, but now, nah, not so much. People are cheap. They don't want to pay. But I enjoy fishing also. I have another channel called Fishing with Roland Murphy. So you can like and subscribe for that. And reach out if you need anything done. So prepare your kids now at a young age. Let them go on YouTube. Let them sink their teeth into something that they enjoy doing. Don't push it down their throat. Just ask them, hey, you want to be a race car driver? You want to be a politician? You want to be a biologist? What do you want to do? You want to be a fireman? What do you want to do? And start them on that now. Their minds are clean now. They could learn 5 languages before they're 12. I learned 3 or 4 languages before I was 9. Anybody can do it. Focus on yourself. Stay off social media. Keep yourself busy. If you're over 50 years old, you're lost, can't make money, give me a call, 813-693-1220. Or reach me through the channel. If I don't get to you right away, that's because I'm busy helping somebody else. And it's kind of like a new hobby, and I got to do it. If I post it online, hopefully I'll get help. On the news today, I find out that Mark Zuckerberg's super yacht was traveling through a channel with 300 people on board. I don't know if he was on there. I don't think he was. And there was a boat broke down on the side, and they didn't stop to give them water, no communications, no food, no Tomy, no nothing. And the little people are the ones that are feeding him. He has to realize that. I'm not ganging up on him. I'm just stating facts of what was on the news. If you could help somebody in your life, help them. But most of all, help yourself, because you're the most important person. Start with your exercise, start with a plan, and start it today. And if anybody is out there in the state of Florida and gets a boo-boo and accidentally gets into an accident or gets run over by a truck while they're riding their bicycle, a slip and fall, a medical malpractice of some kind, hospital, whatever, give Brian a call. Hogue Law Firm, St. Pete, do the entire state, 813-693-1220, and take care of yourself. So if you have any questions, please hit me back. I'm actually glad I didn't do this segment outside in the park because it's 100 degrees out there, more than 100 degrees. So thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe. Please come back for more. And if you have any questions, don't be shy. Just ask. I'm the easiest person in the world to get along with. Thank you and have a nice day.